I'm back again, and today we're going to do a tutorial on how to wheelie. I know there's a million of them, but this one's coming from me, so hopefully it seems like there's a fair amount of people here, which is unusual, but I mean, I guess it is Saturday morning, so I guess let's get into it. So I'm going to start this video off first by saying if you're not going to be dedicated to this, if you're not going to accept crashes, if you're not going to put in the time, don't buy a bike to try to get into wheelies, because you're gonna crash. You're gonna put hours upon hours into this. You're gonna damage your bike. Like, there's a lot that comes with it. Stunt riding is not for everybody, and that's why you only see so many people doing it. So I have been doing this for 5 years or so now. I think this will be my year 5 of actual stunt riding. I rode for about a year before I learned how to wheelie, and then I started riding with the right people. They got me into it, and here we are now. I had a bad wreck 3 years ago, and then I took a year off where I barely rode, and then I started getting back into it. I've now got the R7. It's a great time. So let's start off with the whole basics here. So the handbrake, if you have one of those and you don't know how to wheelie, just literally don't touch it. Don't learn on the handbrake, because you learn on the handbrake, yeah, you'll be able to hold a wheelie forever. It's easier to learn, but you'll only be able to wheelie a bike with a handbrake. Versus you have the foot brake, you can wheelie anything. Foot brake does not change. Despite how big of a bike you are on, foot brake does not change. Personally too, so starting this, so all wheelies are, you pull in the clutch, rev it, dump the clutch, and then it comes up. When you're moving, it's a little less scary for some reason, at least for me and a lot of other people that learn. Moving, like just rolling 5 miles an hour, dumping the clutch, coming to a wheelie is easier. But so when you get up in that wheelie, so let's get up here. So you have the foot brake down here to keep yourself, so you know, clutch up, go back. To keep yourself from going too far back, you're just tapping the foot brake. You go too far, you hit the brake, you come back down. The whole learning process, you'll be learning how to hit it, you'll keep coming up, and you're going to end up slamming down, and it's going to be a repeated process. I'm still trying to get used to this big rotor. I went to a big rotor kit. Honestly, I don't recommend it. It's way too twitchy. So one thing when you're starting off to do wheelies, so a lot of people, they'll go up, you know, up, and then they won't get high enough up because they let off the gas. When you come up, you want to stay in the throttle. This is a bad example, because I'm going in a circle. I'm trying to avoid all of what's going on down there. When you go up, you got to stay in the throttle a little bit. You just let off just enough so you're not, you know, slamming back real hard. Another thing I should note too, when you're learning, your natural instinct, you're going to go up, your legs are going to come out like that, because it's going to be the balance point feelings, like the feeling of falling back in a chair. So if you've ever tipped in a chair in school, like I'm sure almost everyone's felt that. That's exactly what it feels like. So habits to try to stay away from when you're trying to learn. So a lot of people will start, they'll be rolling, you know, they'll have their foot down in a wheelie like this, just dragging on the ground, and that's their only form of balance. That is a terrible habit because it becomes really, really hard to break. Another thing too, when people come up when they're first learning, they lean forward, like lean way forward. They'll go up in the wheelie, just lean forward. Keep your body, so your normal riding position, you're kind of like a T with the ground, your upper body is. Keep your upper body to a T with the ground the entire time you're in a wheelie. Just be comfortable. Sit where you need to sit. Be comfortable. Sitting farther back isn't going to help you. Sit comfortable. Alright, so I'm gonna get rolling in like 5. Gonna go slow in first gear. How I learned. I learned by rolling starts. I didn't hurt myself too bad learning. So my speedometer always reads 0, but we're gonna go pull in the clutch, rev it, dump the clutch. And just like that, it comes right up. Unless you have a fried clutch, your Grom's always gonna come up. You're gonna know if you have a fried clutch. You're gonna dump it. It's gonna go and then pop up. I highly recommend getting 60% stiffer springs, upgrading the lifter plate, and then doing a Grom Beardo modded oil pump. The modded oil pump will pick up oil when you're in a wheelie, so you can go for miles and never have to worry about your bike blowing up. And the built clutch, it'll prevent wear, it'll make it grab harder, it just makes your life so much easier. Could not recommend more. So once you start getting to the point where you get dedicated in your wheelies, first thing you're probably gonna learn second gear wheelies, which are my favorite on the Grom. It's perfect amount of power, speed, everything. You're probably gonna end up going up into knee knockers. Knee knockers are one of the easiest tricks you can learn. Otherwise, a lot of people they learn one-handers. One-handers are also easy. I like locking my foot under the peg. You can do it with stock one, then just let your hand go. The biggest thing you're gonna realize when you start learning is seat time is everything. You're gonna have days where you literally stop progressing, like you just hit a brick wall with your progress and you just can't get better. You keep getting the balance point, you can't get past it, or you get to a point you can't even consistently keep hitting balance point. It will happen. And then you're gonna end up sleeping it off, wake up the next morning, you're gonna go ride again, and all of a sudden you're gonna be 10 times farther than you were the day before. Don't know why that is, that's just how it is. One amazing part about the Grom is it's the least intimidating bike you could possibly ride. So that's part of why I like these to learn on, and I will not express more. A Grom should be the bike that you learn to wheelie on. I don't care what anybody says about a Grom not being a real bike, not a real stunt bike, whatever. The Grom will teach you. There are so many people out there that have learned on Groms that are absolutely killing it on big bikes now. Like, the Grom is the best learning tool. It will not allow you to chase a wheelie. You have to learn brake. This thing snaps, the balance point's so small, it will either go behind a wheelie or in front. I can't even get it to chase a wheelie properly. Hold on. That's about the longest you can chase a wheelie for in at least first gear. And I'm too used to, I haven't done that forever. So that was weird. Oh, it's really hard to do a how to wheelie video. I thought I had it like all in mind, and then now I'm like out here recording it. And it's harder to do than I think. Like, seriously, the main thing on a how to wheelie video is you gotta dedicate your time. You gotta practice. Like, I've showed you the fundamentals. That's about all there is to it. You learn how to dump the clutch, use the foot brake, and that's seriously it. Like, balance, if you learn with keeping both your feet up, it makes balance, like, it's going to be hard to learn, but you learn it, and you got it. Balance is all in the hips and the arms. You shift it, you shift your weight, and the bike turns. I will say it is very nice to have this bike back. Something about riding the Grom is always just fun. Like, I ride my R7 more than anything, but I will always love this bike. I will never sell this bike. I'm always gonna have a Grom. If they come out with another cool generation of Grom, like, I'm gonna keep this still, but I might be stunning whatever the 5th generation Grom is. Well, I guess I'm gonna call this a video for now. Maybe it'll change, maybe it won't. I guess, so here's to this video. As usual, thanks for watching. Till the next one, see ya guys.